Hello and welcome back to Seaside Garage and the AZU. A lot of progress has been made off camera. This car needs to be ready as soon as possible, therefore I have to speed up things a little bit. But today I'm going to do some exciting stuff, so I want to take you in on that. And I also want to show you what I have done since the last video. In the last video I finished up the new wiring harness, as you can see it's right there. I've installed it into the car. I also fitted a new cable for the negative and a brand new cable for the positive also to get the best connections possible. I did some other minor stuff. I changed the wiring inside the bar that holds on the headlights, and I installed the headlamps also. You might remember if you watched this video or this project from the start that this was fitted with some black small ones from a tractor. Luckily we had these and they fit the bill perfectly. And now they are connected and working. Let me just demonstrate. Whoop. Whoop. And long beam. Woo! So the AZU got lights, 6 volts. It's a bit drowsy to look at, but it works. I've also installed the bumper, which is probably the most battered up part of this car, but also one of the most amazing pieces. It's just showing so much history just by looking at it. I haven't removed the number plate. I will have to do that for the MOT, but right now I'm just keeping it there because it looks so awesome. I've currently removed the seats because, as some of you mentioned in the video where I fitted those seats, I actually fitted them upside down, so I need to fix that. And I also need to clean up a bit in here and maybe paint the floor black, I think, just to make it look a little bit less new. The wiring in here is pretty much done. I need to do some small stuff. I'm currently fitting new rubbers to the doors because otherwise it will just rain right through. So I'm doing that also. And then I don't know if it picks up, but the car has changed shade and color a little bit. At least the roof. At least until the back box of the car. I have started the treatment of over-troll oil, and I like the look that this gives. I'm just painting it on and then drying it off with a cloth. I was excited to see how shiny it would become because I don't want it to be too shiny, but I actually like the look quite a lot. You will see the difference. I'm at this point right now. You can see this a bit shiny, and then down there it's a lot grayer and dull. This is not just to make it look shiny, it's more actually the main purpose is to protect it from rust, because it's going to be standing outside from time to time, and water will speed up the rust that is already there incredibly quickly. So this will protect it for a bit. But the next thing I want to do, and the thing that I want to show you guys, is right there we have an indicator that is visible from the side and from the back. But in Denmark the rules are 3 indicators on each side. Some discuss that it's not necessary if it's visible from the side, but if you read the rules, it's 3 indicators on each side. So I'm just going to do that. And what I actually did was I bought 2 indicators, one to sit right there and there, exactly like on the newer 2CV. Let me just show you. Like this and this. But honestly, it was hurting me just the thought of putting those new blinkers in. I know it's needed for the MOT, but it would just also spoil the look a little bit. So what I have come up with instead is this, because we all do if we like cars and stuff, have some boxes of random stuff. I found some blinker relays, 6 volt, which is really nice because I need that also. But in this stash of blinkers I found something that is not original, but I think will look a lot better on this car. And maybe some of you will even be able to see what this comes from, because this is not a 2CV, at least I don't think it is. But I have this, and luckily I have 2 of these. They are used, they are old. They are 6 volt already, which is also nice. But this I think will look quite a lot better. And I think I'm going to fit it here because it will be not that visible. I will have to drill holes in the wings, but that's just how it is. I was thinking about mounting them down here, but I think that would be too intrusive with this size. So I think I'm going to go with right there. And I think that looks pretty. Yeah, it's not original, but it would look like something that could have been original, I think. And then for the mandatory blinker on the side, I was thinking about mounting something around here, but then I found these and I have no idea what they are from. But look at them, they look so nice. Again, not at all original, but I think it will look pretty awesome on this. And my plan is to mount it somewhere around here. I think that looks pretty awesome. And of course the purist 2CV guy will say, that's not supposed to be there. But it looks like something that's supposed to be there. And I think it looks really nice. It's an art piece in itself. And this car is supposed to be, I'm almost tempted to say cart, but it's a car that is also a piece of art. So yeah, I think this will be pretty cool. And I'm going to take you along fitting these and making them work. So let's get to work with that. I have decided to go ahead and mount it all the way up here. Controversial, you might say. This would probably be more harmonic, but I think it's all right this way. And the reason is this. On the other side, this would be murder. And that writing on the car is just, it's so French, and I hope it's allowed to be there. For the MOT, I don't think it matters much, but I am not going to put the blinker on top of that, that's for sure. So up here, where it clears and leaves space for the text, I think is nice. More harmonic, maybe, but visually this will work better, I think. Before installing this, I need to make a gasket because I don't have one. I got a rubber mat that I will trace the outline around. There we go. And then I just want to show you this because I think some of you will enjoy this as much as I do. This is a piece of engineering from another time. It is just so neatly made because, yeah, we have the screw up here. This holds the lamp together. So by removing that, we can remove this, like so. Then we can see a spring, and when we remove that, we got the bulb and the home of a spider. Then we can carefully remove this, take the bulb out. There we go. So this is the parts that makes this blinker light. And it's just such a nice piece of work. The bulb gets the ground from this point. And then up here there is this spring-loaded cup that presses on the other side of the bulb. This got a tiny hole right there for the wire that will be, and a screw in here to tighten down that said wire. It's just a really nice piece of design. I really like it. I'm highly impressed. Well, I'm just gonna mark up the holes for the screws also in the rubber. This is for the mounting screws, and this is for the wire, and that should be all. There we go. And I'm ready to install this part of it on the car. And again, maybe it is a slightly controversial move to fit it all the way up here, but I just don't want to mess with the writing down here. I love this part of it, and I've decided to go ahead and install it like this. There we go. There we go. And then I'm just gonna give those holes some zinc primer. And with the paint dry, I'm also gonna give it some Prolan, which is rust protective oil kind of thing. And then I can install this. There we go. And then I will take a piece of wire and undo that screw a bit. Then fit that into the hole right there. Like this. And the other side of that wire I will feed out again through this hole, because this is where the indicator for the rear comes. And I want to make a connection out here and one going forward from there to the front of the car. Then I can go ahead and install the glass and the bulb. Like this, and put this one over top of it all and push it down, being gently. I don't want to crack that glass. And then I'm just going to take this very, very long wire that I took, unisolate a bit of it, touch the positive. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, this looks awesome. I hope you agree. I really like the look of this. It's a bit weird up here. It would be better down here, but I think you get the reason why I'm doing this. And with the bonnet on and the louvers going down here, I think it will look pretty cool. So yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. And then the indicator up front. Yes, I have a screw in my mouth. There we go. That looks decent. I need to make a hole for the wire also. And then give that some paint from the back side. That will be easier. And then I'm going to feed a wire through. Like so. Remove the old one. And fit the new. Like so. And fit the bulb, and then fit the glass. There we go, and let's test that also. Oh yeah, it's so atmospheric. I really love them. How nice is this? Oh yeah, lovely. I'm gonna do the same on the other side and take you back when that is done. Here we go. The blinkers are now on at the front and at the A-pillar. That is nice. I have also connected the wires. The wire coming from this goes out here and is spliced together with the wire going into the actual indicator wire for the rear, up there. This one goes down in here. Got a connector there so I can take it apart and remove the wing easily. That's nice to keep that option. Still need to fit the wires correctly in there. No, I fit a small holder right there for a clip. Over there were actually some holders for a wire, so that was pretty good. And let's test if it works. With the power on, I should be able to just flip the switch. This is for the indicator. And it's working, but it's already revealing two problems. But let's just take a moment, or at least I will take a moment to just look at this, because I think it looks so atmospheric, I think is the correct word. I really like these. They are looking so cool on this car. I really think so. I'm so happy that I saved them in a box, even though I really did not know what to use them for. The front ones are also pretty cool. But there is a problem already, because I tipped the switch to the right. It was the left side that turned on, so some wires has been mixed up. And they are not blinking, and they are not blinking because there is no blinker relay installed in this currently. And that is what I'm going to attempt to do now. So firstly, I need to remove the dash to get to that switch back there. And then I'm going to try to install a blinker relay. And I just contacted a good friend of mine who actually owns the Trabant I fixed up some years back, and asked him how to do that, because this is quite simple stuff, but it's still not something that I do a lot, so I wasn't completely sure how to wire it in. But he could help me out. I think I'm actually going to loosen up this also. Oh, that was finger tight, so that was easy. That way I can take out the switch like so. And maybe get some more room to work on. Yeah, there we go. So the first thing is, this needs to be switched to this one, or the entire switch needs to be flipped around. But I'm going to switch this to this one, and then I will have to remove this and connect it to another wire that goes into the relay. And then I need to get a power source from somewhere that gets power when the ignition is on, for the relay also. I need my multimeter in here to measure. Okay. So there is power on that switch when the key is on. That's perfect. So I need to put a wire on that into the relay firstly. I don't know how much you can see, but right in there. This car hasn't driven, or at least according to the sticker in the window, this has been off the road since the year that I was born. So it's really fun and almost mythical to revive it. Ignition on. It is blinking a little bit slowly, but it's blinking. Whoa! And I honestly think it looks almost like a mythical creature now. I love the look of this. And the front is not bad either. It's nice. Okay, so I still need to make the installation a bit more clean. But I really like this, and it's a big progress, because now I only need to fix the rear lighting, the brake lighting, and all of the rest of the stuff. But I'm getting there, and it's so exciting. It's so exciting. I cannot wait to take this on the first real test drive on the road. That's going to be exciting. Thank you for watching. Don't forget you can support me. There's a Patreon link down below. There's also the possibility of going to my merch shop and buying a t-shirt with the Seaside Garage. See you in the next one.